Hey, what is up, guys? It's Aaron, and today I've got another Storytime commentary about my first time going to the fair with a friend. And this is probably the most embarrassing part of my life because I hate roller coasters more than I hate carnies. Did I say I hate carnies? I think I mentioned that. I hate roller coasters. I pretty much hate, like, rides that go upside down or turn sideways or do any of that. I hate it a lot, and it scares the bejeebles out of me. Makes me want to poop myself. Except I don't poop myself because I'm a man, and I don't poop my pants because I'm too old for that. But it still scares the bejeebles out of me. So, let me be descriptive enough to say how it scares me. And by how it scares me, I mean the bejeebles. So, description. Bejeebles. Now, when I went to the fair when I was like maybe 3, it was different. Because when you're 3, you know, everything's scary, and I went on that, like, little kiddie roller coaster, like the one that's like a dragon, or a snake, or a cobra, or whatever it is now, at the usual amusement parks. But anyway, I went on that one. That one is not scary at all, but it was like I was a little kid, and I just had a really active imagination, so it was really big, and I screamed and yelled, and every time I went past the conductor, he would always look at me or laugh at me or say something, and then he'd continue to ride because he'd like to tease me like, oh, it's over. No, I'm just joking. It's still going. So, of course, I was scared as crap. And then I got older. Became, like, I think I was 12 or 13. I'm 14 now, but I think this was about a year ago. I'm over my roller coaster phobia, I guess I can call it now, but back in the day, I was a bit afraid of roller coasters, and I brought my best friend Carl, which you'll probably hear more about in the future. He was there, and we went on this thing where it's called the Fireball. And what all of this ride does is you go on a cart, a train full of carts, and it goes on a track, and it just goes in circles and circles, and it puts you upside down, and then it just brings you back around. Yep, well, me and him went on that, and of course I thought, well, I guess I just have to man up and deal with it. So I did. I got on the ride. I was manly enough. I was thinking nothing's bad is going to happen. I screamed my head off because our seat belt things, the things that go over your shoulders, were not quite tightened correctly, so it felt like we were going to fall out and fall to our death and die. So I screamed like a little sissy girl the entire time. And what made it even worse were there were these two, not being racist here, Arabic girls who seemed to be the same age as us, had these very, 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 very frightening screams as they were on the ride. And that was not lovely, because all I could hear in my head was the Arabic girl sitting next to me, screaming her head off, and then laughing at me, because I had a frightened look on my face, because I do not like roller coasters, and roller coasters are my enemy. And of course, my friend Carl's a daredevil. You could tell him to go jump out of a helicopter, and he could probably do it and have a straight face and not make any face at all, actually. Unfortunately, correction, I am not like my best friend Carl. So, if you put me on a roller coaster or something like that, I'm afraid I'm going to cry like a little sissy girl, because I am very, very, very deathly afraid of roller coasters. The most dramatic part is 6'4". I look like probably the toughest guy you'll know in your age group if you're 14. You put me on a roller coaster, I'm going to scream like a little girl. You know, I wish I could say different, but I'm really a sissy when it comes to roller coasters. I absolutely hate roller coasters to the fullest. Like, we went to Michigan Adventure. This is another story. So I guess I'm kind of multiplying the stories into one subject. Went to Michigan Adventure. In case you don't know what Michigan Adventure is, it's an amusement park in Michigan. I hope that was pretty obvious. There's a very small roller coaster, not big at all, called the Wolverine Wildcat. My first traveling amusement park aside from Disney World was Michigan Adventure, and we were going on that. Everyone in my family got in that thing, ready to go and scream their heads off and have some fun. I got on it. I was 11. I got so scared I cried and asked if I could leave the ride. Luckily, before I peed myself, the conductor allowed me to leave the ride. I don't know why, but he did. I think it was because he didn't want pee on the seats. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I was pretty scared, and it was very embarrassing. I have a lot of embarrassing moments when it comes to roller coasters because I am a sissy of roller coasters. In case I haven't made it clear enough that I am afraid of roller coasters. Because if I haven't made that clear enough, then obviously, you people need to go and get your ears checked, because I've said it several times in the commentary already. And of course, now I'm 14. I'm completely over it. I'm going to, I'm either going to Universal Studios or Cedar Point this year, so I'm completely over my roller coaster phobia, but it was a very, very scary moment for me. It was the scariest thing I have ever done, was go on any roller coasters from being 3, moving on to being 11, and then going on to being 12. All of those rides always scared me, 12 or 13, I don't know, but they were always the scariest thing to me. And then I'd go on YouTube, and of course, when I see, videos about roller coasters, like, person falls out of roller coaster, person dies on roller coaster, person passes out and falls out of roller coaster. That's the stuff that scared me. And then I realized, YOLO, do what you want, do what makes you happy, it's fun, and if something messes up, it messes up, so, But, yeah, I was a massive sissy. I cried every time I had to get on a roller coaster. I'm pretty sure, the Corkscrew and the, Warhawk, or whatever it's called, Warhawk, I think, or Thunderhawk, yeah. At Michigan Adventure are my favorite rides there. So, those are, those used to be my phobias pretty much of going to Michigan Adventure. I was always afraid of those. And then I went to Michigan Adventure twice, and I'm pretty sure I went on each of those rides about 20 times. So, that pretty much solved my problem there. But, like, really, I kind of just had to get over the fact that, you're not going to die on a roller coaster, and if you do, you do, whatever. But, yeah, actually, that sounds really terrible. If I die, I die. Actually, I think that is kind of a statement you should have through your life, If you die, you die, because YOLO. I probably sound like the biggest, like, faggot here. Like, YOLO swag, hashtag Starbucks, fabulous. Should start talking in this voice when I commentate, be like, YOLO swag, like, life is fabulous. Like, praise Jesus every day. Go to church. Gay marriage. Woo! I should be a hipster. My coffee burnt my tongue because it wasn't cool yet. That's the worst hipster joke out of all of them. Never use that one. I don't even know why I just said that one. That one's terrible. I'm gonna go shoot myself now. Not really, because I'm too lazy to, first of all, buy a gun, and second of all, to actually pull the trigger, because I bet it's the very suspenseful moment of shooting a gun is probably pulling the trigger, because I hear the first time you shoot a gun, it scares the crap out of you. My friend Badger would probably know, because he shot a .357 Magnum, and I think my own father shot a .357 Magnum, and he said it hurt his hand like a mofo, so he didn't say mofo, but it probably does sting. It's just Jacob's too big of a faggot to admit it. No, I'm joking. Maybe. But, Badger. That's mean. But anyway, that was kind of my little story and my little ramble about guns and things and shooting and hands trembling and all that retarded stuff that I had to talk about. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the StoryTime commentary about my first time on a roller coaster, because I am a sissy and I can't handle roller coasters at all. So if you ever want to see me on a roller coaster, you probably will not see me on a roller coaster unless I am willing to. So I'll see you guys in my next StoryTime commentator. Commentator. It's a mashed potato. It's a Alright, I'll see you guys in my next commentator. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next commentary. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.